It's not what you did, son, that angers me so. It's who you did it to.
Who? The nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you. Always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bro.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the John Wick Minute, the show where we analyze, scrutinize, and celebrate John Wick 1 minute at a time.
I'm Samuel.
I'm Seth.
And my name is Steven, and today we're going to be talking about minute number 24 of the movie John Wick. Minute 24 begins with Yosef looking up at his father in pain, and it ends with John moving a cart or something out of the way so he can do something.
What will it
Oh,
be?
I don't know. Is it like a cart? I don't know. Whatever is in his basement. So yes, I said I'd talk about the other vodka. So after he punches his son a second time, Vigo then puts his jacket back on, and then he pours a different bottle of vodka for himself, which is Russian standard vodka, which is like $20-some a bottle. According to one website I saw, it's basically like a lot of Russians in America will drink it because it's like nostalgic for Russia. It's like what they
A
drink
very
for
frugal bad
themselves.
guy.
Very frugal budget for this movie.
Yeah. They blew half their budget on the $100 bottle.
Yeah.
No. They blew half their budget on the CG dog poop.
Yes. $5,000. My goodness.
This
So
is
this
why
is-
henchmen have Tahoes.
So this is where the epic monologue ensues. The one that is in our intro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, bits of it are in our intro.
Baba Yaga.
I mean,
I wasn't going to get to that yet, but we could talk about that.
if you're listening to the podcast, it's most likely, that you've seen the movie before, so you know what monologue we're talking about. And if you've seen it as many times as we have, you probably have it pretty well in your head. You know, it's the whole, it's not what you did, son, that angers me so, it's who you did it to. Ooh, that nobody is John Wick. We begin to feel the explanation of the legend, the myth, this character we've seen glimpses of doing daily routine stuff. We get to have a backstory built
And
up
getting
on
his
who he-
butt kicked.
Yes,
And his
that's
dog
that's
kicked.
true. And ow, a puppy. This guy who, like, yeah, we saw him live a normal life and yes, get the crap beat out of him in his own house. Now we find out why everyone is so angry that Yosef did this to him. Let's see. It really is just juxtaposing between him, the monologue, and then slow-mo shots of John going down into his basement with a sledgehammer.
What could
So-
he be doing down there?
Which is ominous.
It is. Maybe he thinks Yosef is down there. He's going to beat him up with a sledgehammer.
No, he thinks Yosef's dog is down there.
Yosef's dog. Do you think Yosef has a dog?
No, he seems like
Seems more like
a dog
evil
hater.
cat.
Yeah.
Cat, yeah.
He is one of those
Vigo has a
furless-
cat. I don't know about Yosef.
No,
Yeah,
Yosef
that's-
has one of those furless cats. Those
Ugh.
ugly, nasty.
Yeah, that's
He has a rat. Like, he has a literal rat.
ferret, like a
He has
ferret or
Peter Pettigrew. Like, he's got a rat.
an iguana.
Maybe an iguana. No,
He's
I
not
think
cool enough for an iguana.
I think
True.
what's his name? Victor? I think Victor has an iguana.
That's great.
Anyway, so in this monologue, he starts to go into the backstory of John Wick built their empire, essentially. Whatever
Built the
he did
building.
to get out, he was hired by Vigo to do. And that laid the foundation of Vigo's empire. It was an impossible task.
Well, or at least the foundation of that building, because that's how they hid all the bodies. Is they built that building on top of all the.
They
dead
definitely
bodies.
hid the bodies in the concrete they poured, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it literally says that. So
Was that this minute?
No, he doesn't say
or
that.
he does say
It could be the next. It's all in the monologue. The monologue. This should be a
Yeah.
super minute. Like
That's not
I
how
know.
this
I may
podcast
have
works.
bled in. I apologize if I
may
did.
have a little bit because I'm pretty sure we only get to. We called him Baba Yaga. or
Do we?
Baba Yaga,
Okay,
depending
then
on-
I'm backing
that's
up.
Where,
I
that's
did
where
not
this minute
say
ends.
any of that. We're going into
Yeah.
Baba Yaga because that ain't it.
Yeah. So that's all the further this part gets.
you-
It doesn't say too much yet.
Okay. So, Baba Yaga
Baba Yaga.
was essentially an old Hansel and Gretel-esque witch who lured children in and then ate them. She was not the boogeyman.
If you Google it says
Did
ogress.
you-
Yes.
So
Okay, I was gonna ask if you.
Oh yeah, I
vetted
have.
that
I
pitch
have.
meeting.
I have vetted it from multiple sources, and the proper term for a boogeyman in Russian would be Baba Ya. Or no, not even that. It's Babe. Babay.
Oh, right.
It's Babe.
Baba.
Baba
You
Yaga
think
sounds
it's a
way
really
cooler.
Easy thing to not get wrong.
You would think. Maybe they figured
Well-
like no one would care to look it up.
So do you think then that this movie inspired Ant-Man and the Wasp? They have their Russian friend who's in the
Yep.
security company who also
Oh,
says Baba
for
Yaga all the time,
sure.
like with the ghost character he's
For
scared of.
sure.
So this movie inspired that, not actual Russian folklore.
But if it's a witch / ogress, does he know that other character's a girl? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Regardless,
He doesn't.
it-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
I think
definitely
he-
this. And you have knockoff Aurelio in that film.
Louise, yeah. I think he yeah, I think he even says boogeyman. Maybe not. I'd have to rewatch Ant-Man and the Wasp.
But
which
yeah, it was definitely inspired off this.
Speaking, like, I know we're talking about Marvel movies. Ant-Man and the Wasp is one of my, like, I don't know, top 10, which isn't saying much. There's like 30 now, but I actually really like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Good, but
Back
not
when it was still in the good phases. That's why. Like,
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
the only
like,
movie I didn't care for, and it's okay. It's not even, I would say, bad. It's just not good. Is in that whole phase, phase 1
Phase
through 4
two?
or whatever it is.
oh, okay.
The entire phase is up to Endgame. The only one I didn't care for was Captain Marvel. The rest entertained me.
That's fair.
So
Captain Marvel was terrible. So interesting, actually. Speaking of Ant-Man and Wasp, it just came across my path again. Not because I was watching the movie, but because Insider put out a whole bunch of YouTube videos where they have experts come and watch particular scenes from movies to tell how realistic they are. Right? Navy Admiral comes in and talks about Navy battles in movies. Samurai guy comes in and talks about the sword fight stuff.
Paleontologist watched Jurassic Park. That's true.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was driving home yesterday and I watched the one on they brought in a safe cracker, a guy whose whole profession is to crack safes, to get into them. Typically it's to get into them for people who either inherited a house or bought a house or whatever, like lost the combo. And so he went through all these safe cracker scenes in movies. Ocean's 11 did not come up, which is a shame, but Ant-Man and Wasp did. And yeah, he did not rate it very high. Apparently, bringing a mattress to a safe cracking thing is not a normal tool.
that's the first Ant-Man, isn't it? Yeah, that's the first. Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's the
That's
first
the
one.
first one. That's okay though.
No,
Still
whatever.
entertaining.
This isn't a Marvel podcast, but
It's not,
yeah.
but this movie definitely had some inspiration on Marvel.
Did it?
It did.
It had an inspiration.
Aside from the Baba Yaga thing.
No, but because Marvel did not
And
learn
knockoff
from these
movies.
action.
Marvel
sequences.
should have learned from this.
Should have, but oh well.
I don't know. On a recent rewatch
John
of
Wick
all of the
Part.
Marvel stuff, I've actually much more. I've appreciated movies I didn't appreciate before, but Love and Thunder is still unforgivable.
No, never. You know, what'd be cool is if Daredevil borrowed from John Wick action sequences.
You could
Daredevil
totally do a
crossed
Daredevil
over with John
Wick. Yeah, that's exactly.
No, oh no,
Totally
that's got to
do
be the
that.
Punisher. The Punisher crossover. With
Punisher
John Wick,
crossover. That would be awesome.
Now,
That'd be very
I'm still
I-
on John Wick, but
I gotta say, the Punisher was just so good.
John
So good.
Bernthal's
I watched
performance
some
is
clips
amazing.
of it again, and I could see some John Wick-esque action in there. But that wasn't Disney Marvel. That was Netflix Marvel.
Yeah.
Netflix Marvel.
But anyway, yeah, that wraps it up for this minute. Right in the middle of the epic monologue, Baba
Yep.
Yaga is not. It is Babe. Hey,
Yes.
baby.
Oh my gosh.
I need to ask my Russian friend about this, actually.
Do it.
What they actually
Do it. I want to know.
But this is like multiple sources on the internet. So hopefully I think I'm
also watch the pitch meeting for John Wick because
so funny.
So funny.
So
He just
funny.
did the John Wick pitch meeting revisited.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to watch that one yet.
Yeah, it's good. I love when he does those revisited videos.
Every time I
love
watch a
anything
movie,
he does.
I watch his pitch meetings. I don't watch
Yeah,
Screen
it's not
Rant.
ones before
I
yet.
just watch his pitch meetings.
Yeah. Well, Sam, you
only
watch pitch
sort
meetings
of
for
works.
movies you haven't seen yet.
Okay, I do that
No,
too.
no,
Like
here's the
I'll
thing.
watch pitch meetings for like Avatar 2.
I only do it for movies that I'm not gonna watch. Movies that were popular that came out that I know I'm not gonna go watch. That's the
Yep.
only time I will do that. So what was the one I was telling that I sent you that I'm like I'm never gonna go watch this movie, so I'll at least watch the pitch meeting for it. That way it's actually kind of funny. Oh, it was that HBO Scooby Doo series
Oh my goodness, dude.
that so
show's
bad.
a
There's
disaster.
nothing about that.
Okay,
I
that
would want
might
to
be
watch.
worth watching the pitch meeting for. Okay.
Oh, you would never want to watch the actual show.
No.
But that's the
Totally
thing is like
watch the pitch meeting.
I don't know if I can appreciate the pitch meeting enough if I have
Oh,
to-
you can.
You can.
You
All right.
can.
All right.
I promise.
As
Go
someone
watch the
who
pitch
does
meeting
the
for
same thing
Scooby-Doo
as
show.
Sam, yeah, you can totally appreciate it.
Yeah. But I
All right.
will not watch an honest trailer or a pitch meeting for a movie that I'm going to go see. Which I've been disappointed that neither of them have done a John Wick 4 yet. But not that I've seen.
That actually does surprise me.
Pitch meeting usually does like right after it comes out in theaters.
Right,
Honest
like
trailer
when
usually
we
waits
went and
till
watched. Okay,
later.
the pitch meeting for Rise of
just depends.
Skywalker, we watched right after we got out of the theater. Like
We
we
did,
went back
you're
to
right.
Sam's house and watched it that night.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. All right.
So
Well,
anyway.
anyway, we've clearly gone way off the rails. Watch pitch meeting for this.
Do
Is
it.
there anything anyone wants to plug on this Lee Thursday?
Nah, not till we get into gun stuff.
No. All right, then let's call this one early. No homework, everyone. So just join. Well, there's homework. Join us
Go
again
watch Pitch
tomorrow
Meeting.
for another episode of
The John Wick
John
Minute.
Wick Minute.
So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks. We out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized. We out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers.